Okay, hi, hello. I'm here today at ParGolf Golf and Country Club with my team. To interview a very special person who is the captain of this club. Her name is Deborah Wong. She has been recently appointed as the chairman of Rules and Amateur Status, the first woman to be appointed in Malaysia, hopefully in Asia too. So I hope to interview and a lot's all about rules and inspiration to others as well. Good day. I'm Susanna. I'm actually from ParGolf and Awesome TV. My name is Susanna Gan Palmer. I'm here today to do a special interview to a very special lady. Her name is called Deborah Wong. If you know about golf and golf rules, you should know who she is. In fact, she is the first woman to be appointed as the chairman of Rules and Amateur Status in Malaysia. So we are very proud of her. We're here to welcome her.
Hi.
To our first interview with her.
Hi, Kak.
Hi, Deborah.
Nice to meet
welcome.
you. Thank you.
So I would like you to ask you some couple of questions first, which we'd like to know, when did you actually first start to play golf?
Okay, it was in the 90s.
Wow.
Actually, I started golf. A girlfriend of mine actually started it and invited me to come along.
Wow.
So I gave it a try and I like it and I stick with it until today. Never look back.
Wow.
But the best part I must tell you, Kak Su, is that my friend dropped out. She wasn't interested subsequently and she's no longer in golf. But here I am still in the industry.
Good on you.
Yeah.
Okay, and would like to know, what was it that made you want to gain in-depth on knowledge of golf rules?
Yeah, it goes back to 1998 when we joined this club, this Kotopamai. My husband was a pro then. Okay, he's a professional golfer, so of course he wants me to play good golf, and on top of that to also know the rules of golf. So he has been asking me to learn, but I find it so difficult. The English, is difficult to understand. They use old style English, and so I really didn't pursue it much, right? So until year 2000, I was appointed as a captain of this club, Kotopamai. And from then on, I felt that it's no longer a situation where I want to know, but I need to know more about the rules of golf. So I became serious about it, and I started to put some efforts and to learn the rules of golf myself.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
But as you say, you find learning golf rules is not easy, but you went through it.
Yes.
So was the level 2 and 3 can be pretty challenging?
Absolutely. Yes, I did my first test in Singapore, the rules seminar in Singapore conducted by R&A way back in 2006. I passed it with a distinction, surprisingly, but it was good because it gave me a lot of motivation. I felt very positive about it, and I think it is possible to learn the rules of golf. Although it's very challenging, very difficult, but I must say I'm very thankful to have this referee called Maria Yoon. She's one of our senior in MGA. She actually gave us some classes to coach us, in the early days. So with that, gave me the confidence. So I pursue and I pass. So after the level 2, I subsequently continue with the level 3, and I didn't find it that difficult after that. Yeah,
that's good. So can you remember the first event you refereed, and what was the experience like?
Frankly speaking, I don't quite remember the first one because it was just a local event. But I remember this particular one very, very clearly. It's way back in 2008. We have the Malaysian Open, a European Tour event that was held here in this club again in Kotopamai. So I was appointed as a rules official, all right, in that team. That experience was, I must say, memorable because I was nervous, okay, because it is a European Tour event and we work with the European Tour referees. So I was nervous, but I kept myself alert, on the job, very vigilant and responding to rules call. whenever the walkie-talkie, says that ruling is required at certain holes, so I have to be very alert and respond to it. So I gradually gain confidence. All right. After doing it, of course, with the support of the senior referees, so they gave us some guidance and so on. So that's how we move on.
That's good.
Yep.
Okay, I'd just like to know, after having refereed so many prestigious events, all right, up to date, do you think Malaysia lacks the number of knowledgeable women referees?
Yeah, I would say so. I think it is not just here. In fact, I think globally in many parts of other countries as well, there is also a lack of female referees interested in pursuing the rules. So that's why we have this Women in Golf Charter, to really drive this, to bring the women, to not just be interested in playing golf, but also want to know more about the rules and go on to become rules instructor, referees, and even possibly coaches and so on. Yeah.
Right, that's good. What you say is true, we're very lack of women referees worldwide. But nevertheless, being appointed as chairman of rules and amateur status, how do you feel? And on top of that, being the first woman to be given the opportunities.
Frankly speaking, I must tell you, Kak Su, that the appointment came with a shock. I was rather reluctant initially to accept this position because I know it comes with great responsibilities, right? But later on, after I think through, I realized it's an honor. It is an honor that MGA recognized the capability of women, and so I tell myself I must take up the responsibility. So I took it up and believe in myself that I can still contribute. Just like any other male counterparts, right? And I must say MGA walked the talk in supporting the Women in Golf Charter and in appointing me as the first woman to chair the rules and amateur status. So I finally and humbly accepted the appointment to be the first woman in the country to head this and be the chairperson of the rules and amateur status. And I will work hard together with my team to deliver.
You are so passionate about it.
Yes, thank you.
So I understand you just recently attend the RNA Rules Conference at St. Andrews. Were there many women representing their country when you was there?
Well, I would say there are only about 10%. Only 10% were women. Now that conference comprises of rules experts from over 30 countries and also rules organizations. But there are about 55 of us there. But there are about 10% were women attending.
Do you think, because of this initiative of the recent rules and RNA Rules Conference in Andrew, does it initiative to promote women in golf under the Women in Golf Charter? Would it?
Yes. To begin with, I think the industry has now recognized women can also deliver and can also contribute. So yes, the men are recognizing it and would like to give the women a chance, but I think the women also must accept such responsibility and recognition and accept the roles given by them to the women. So the Women in Golf Charter is beginning to also create more awareness and to introduce women to the various roles they can play in the industry.
Very good. So since how do you think the WIGC can help to enable more women to partake in this golf industry at all levels? So in Malaysia, is WIGC doing to bring more women to the fore in golf industry?
Yes. In fact, the MGA has just signed up, come on board the WIGC charter just last year. It's less than a year. It's just a couple of months, I guess less than half a year. And yes, some efforts already started. In first appointed the women VP in MGA, and next is the women chairperson for the rules, and then there will be a few programs that that we are consciously looking at is to promote the women in understanding more rules and get interested. So a lot of rules workshop has been conducted now for various groups of women in the country. Various golf clubs are also organizing the rules workshop for the women, and some clinics will be also conducted for women only. Yeah.
Oh,
yes.
Very much a woman thing now, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is Chartered also looking equality in all levels, including salaries?
Well, I really hope so, but that again is beyond our control. Yeah, that is something that beyond our control at this moment. Yeah.
All right. Personally, what's your aspiration and wish to achieve during your tenure as a chairman of Rules and Amateur Golf? What is your aspiration?
So there actually a lot of work to be done.
Oh yeah,
there's a lot of work to be done. Now there are quite a list of things that I have listed that we need to do. I know it's not going to happen overnight. It's going to take a lot of efforts, and but we will take baby steps towards a bigger, grander vision. Now we need to promote the rules of golf among the general golfers, not just the women, but in general, right? And but specifically among the women, I also hope to see more golfers interested and longing to learn the rules of golf. Now, greater recognition by golf clubs management, okay, that it is important to know the rules, and they will encourage their staff, their committee members, including caddies, to learn the rules of golf.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's how you promote.
Correct. And also, I would like also to see that the management would consider using the criteria of knowing the rules in their recruitment, process. Meaning, if they want to recruit their staff, golfing staff, appointing of their committees, they would want to put in a criteria that they would have passed at least level 1 or level 2, minimally. They know the rules of golf, okay, to be in that capacity, right? So, and the other aspiration I have is to have more competent referees to take up the role of tournament directors, chief referees, not just a referee, all right? So a bigger role, and I'd like to see a bigger pool of this, qualified referees. Now, the other thing we would like to do is to improve the SOP for referees with MGA. Yeah, we have a handbook for MGA referees, and we need to improve, okay, to keep it up to date.
Yep.
And there's one more thing that has been there for many years that has not been accomplished. It's translation of the rules to Bahasa Malaysia. Well, this is a great project, a big project that has started a couple of years ago, still not completed. So that's something that I hope to complete during my tenure as the chairman of
I hope they get a real good Malay translator.
Yeah, we are working with Dewan Bahasa
Malaysia.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's right.
Okay. After having had a successful career in the corporate world, does it seem like the second inning for you being a club captain for 23 years in Kota Permai, being a referee and appointed chairman? Do you wish for more?
Well, my husband always joke, that you are busier than when you were in the corporate now, after you retired. Now, okay, when I retired, I actually was planning to do things that I never got a chance to do when I was working. Things like, do more volunteering work, do social work. That's something I like to do. And more traveling, more refereeing, and more golfing, right? So that was my plan when I retired. And yeah, I did that for a while, and then until the appointment of the chairmanship came along. Well, this has probably put a stop to some of my plans because I need to devote a lot more time now to the role as a chairman of rules. So it will never be the second career because what I'm currently doing are all on volunteering basis.
Yes.
It's not a career, it's not income based, it's volunteering. It's because of the passion, right, I have for the rules, and that's where I will continue to pursue, right, and do my best, right, and to achieve some of those things that I have mentioned earlier. Yeah.
Good on you. Very proud of you being a woman. You have come so far.
Yeah.
Thank you
so
for this
much.
interview.
Yeah, thank you.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you for
to
the
have
time.
You for
Yeah.
the interview.
Thank you. Thank
Deborah.
you. Yeah.
Hi, we just ended our interview meeting with Deborah Wong. who were actually at golf club here at Kota Permai Golf and Country Club. And actually, with the interview turnout, is so timely in conjunction with the International Women's Day, where she also, as the first woman to be appointed as a chairman for rules and amateur status in Malaysia. So proud of her. So timely as well for Michelle Yeoh to be a win in the awards in the Oscar, and also to highlight our YB Hannah Yeoh as a sports minister. Thank you.